Koneksi gue lagi sampah kayaknya, Rem. Halo?
Tumben. Yuk, yuk, nanti yuk, nice. Yuk, yuk, bisa yuk, bisa yuk.
Lagi sampah koneksi gue, Rem.
Oh, mau sendiri-sendiri aja.
Nonton di gua aja, tapi nggak usah live stream YouTube maksud gua. Gimana?
Oh, boleh, boleh. Das. Udah.
Supportnya kayak dimakanin mulu sih sama Luna. Sama Quest.
Mid, okay.
The 10 charges were too much on the stick. Atlantic, though, misses the slow. Nice juke there from Omar. He might have gone down.
Enggak ya, paling tergantung networknya nantinya.
Going with the rolling boulder into the magnetize, but gonna back
Kalau si Radia terlalu fat,
Interesting.
bakal bisa sih.
Well, that is a bit of an intriguing start to this game as Rubik does eventually just get brought down by Omar. Finds him off to the side by placing the ward and immediately going to go for the ward on.
Dulu lah ya biar
deny that. You know, the ward immediately. And they also immediately need to go grab their wisdom runes here. But nobody coming to steal it. Carry will be too late to go for now as Teal Core, of course, is busy doing his stack at the same time. Now he seems to be too late to even throw a shadow poison.
Nonton.
Well, 7 minutes in, Wisdom Rune, Theocor gets one. Omar's going to go and get the other. Does have his boots already good to go. Coming out to him as well. And I think that these next couple of minutes, it's still just feeling very low-key, but, you know, with Primal Beast having 7, with Xantic having level 7, there's some definite, like, really strong rotation capabilities ready.
Yeah, and Carry is just going to try and leech 6 down bottom because it's Naga Siren versus Timbersaw, and Timbersaw has hit level 6. So there's really no benefit for the Naga Siren to be in the lane. You're going to gain more just by going to the jungle and using your illusion. So this opens up one of your supports to just soak, get as much XP as you can. And speaking of XP here, again, Theolacor going to get these stacks moving. This is why you want position for Shadow Demon because it is so easy.
Oh, yeah. No, it's completely getting filled up. And I mean, if Sven can come on through and clear these, that would be huge. The other thing to watch for is if Noob has any inkling that this is going on, that's a big move to make to go and try and steal those.
As Xantic rolls down bottom, and immediately Theolacor is just mid spamming poison on the waves. Nice kill.
Yeah, just another easy rotation coming in. I don't even know if you had to use the onslaught. Just reached out and grabbed him.
They tried to do the same thing bottom too, right? They tried to hunt Coyote with a similar rotation from Xantic, but he was hiding further up in the lane, and then he placed a ward there too. So he's really just learning. Like, he's not being super greedy in terms of trying to get as much as he can. He's just trying to get that XP. He only has 7 lasts, despite soaking down here for like 2.5 minutes.
I know.
Because he knows he's just gonna die to Timber if he shows himself.
I mean, it's an easy kill. Absolutely. Got to play that one safe. There's more stacking going on. Omar manages to take one away or build up some more on the Ancients there. Toby yet to use an ulti as of yet. Kaori close to 6. Something to watch for with that AA soaking up all that experience. Noob still hunting up on the top side of the map, but not finding anybody.
And while this is happening,
to help.
They clear out one of the stacks that he's been prepping there, so it's going to boost up at Xantic now to the top of the net worth with the help of Theolacor. Of course, giving himself a lot of XP and gold at the same time. The Ancients are still there, awaiting Shad. Bit of camp gifted over to Earth Spirit, so he's going to be involved in these fights. They're going to smoke up. They want to come and make a play here. I don't know if they can defend the tower necessarily, but they want to get some cleanup after. But the split is here, and it can be very tough fighting into this. There's also no 6 yet on Ducalis, so he's got freedom here on the split. Doesn't have to worry about too much in terms of giving it up.
Yeah, this is a really scary attempt, right? Because you also have that AA blast that can come in from the other side of the map.
Yeah, they bailed.
Yeah, don't want to do it. Interesting. Dude, everybody's playing so scared. When this stuff happens, it's just the way it goes.
Even just Quest giving so much space up top there on that tower, too, respecting the fact that they could be coming in, noticing that, hey, Xantic's missing. Like, he wants to have these fights as Earth Spirit. Now Ducalis just trying to get his 6. Probably going to die here. I don't imagine your teammates are going to be able to help you. That's an easy run down here.
Well, Ducalis is 4 of their 5.
Nice one.
So I don't know how to feel about that one, but he's bearing the brunt of it, that's for sure. Toby ends up
Temponya melambat.
that tower,
Suka gua.
and I think there's a blade mill completed on the Earth
Lu
Spirit
mau
too.
ngecek live score em?
So I'm just gonna try and make maximum usage
Apa?
of that
Nggak mau ngecek
big
live score,
HP
nanti
pool
langsung
this guy
nge-post.
has.
Yeah, Toby has Spirit Vessel done,
Gua
too.
ngecek DLTP ini.
Yeah, they're big.
Classic Brewmaster
Anjing lu
item
rem
here.
goblok.
71.
Maybe the Midas after, I would reckon.
Ada
Based on how
dulu, pokoknya
those
gue
go.
nice.
Speaking of
Cuma
Midas,
unggul 2K tuh enak jauh.
T2000
Lu
is
main
done on the
siran,
Siren.
wet,
Nice.
tapi nggak nge-push tuh enak
Very good,
anjing.
very good.
Di baru menit
I mean,
16 belum
why aren't we
kan?
just buying Radiance at this point? I mean,
17 bro.
Honestly.
Yuk,
Like they're just putting waves
25 menit lagi. Banget,
Might as well.
tahan 25 menit. Blok, 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 blok.
Well,
Anjing,
oh,
ini
look at
turun
Dwight
mulu
Llama.
bangsat.
Oh, look at that gold.
Kasih
I
39
love
mah
it when
gua
Timbersaw gets the ancient
39.
stack.
yeah,
now,
he's stacked
This is so
up
much
now.
better than giving it to your Sven, too. Because, like, Timber's going to do more. Like, he's one of us to play around the map. Sven's going to get his farm. That's fine. But Timber going right for that Lotus Orb. We saw it in the draft. It's an amazing Lotus Orb
Tapi kalau
game.
ini draft
I think it's a
kalah sih,
fantastic
menurut gua kayaknya
choice for his
kemungkinan
first item in this
there's
one.
no
And then
one-
these two, Earth Spirit,
no
Timbersaw,
one wonder.
rolling around together.
It's going
Apaan?
to be to
That's
zero
a
nih kalau
frightening
Luna nih
idea
kalahnya
right now.
kacau.
Right.
Level 6 up on Theolacore
There's no
and
Game 3
Maksud lu-
almost 2 calls.
But this is the thing that I kind of wonder about, right? Is
Well,
we've
udah
seen a
termasuk
lot of
draft
these
buatnya
games as
kan,
Xantic gets a shield
harusnya.
rune, where you have a strong, like mid-game fighting
Ya, makanya bakal
core that
bisa-bisa.
look like nigh unstoppable, and then you just take 1 or 2 bad fights, and then eventually the other team wins. I want to see if Luna Galaxy can kind of break that streak here, because they haven't been able to. I mean, we again think just yesterday back to that Divine Llama game when he was playing Beastmaster and Onin. If Naga Siren starts getting out of control, it could be kind of tough for them.
Tapi emang sial banget sih jauh. Sumpah,
not
Secret
wrong,
emang
man.
sial emang.
He's got the party hats out right now. On
Nggak
2000,
bisa sih.
So he's feeling all right.
Percuma.
For sure.
Xantic misses that roll, but Toby
Antara-
still can't feel confident being over here. Ooh, they force
Identikwa
out
sih
that
pasti
split,
turun salah
though.
satu keluar
And
bracket.
with the split used, the rest of Luna Galaxy are going to back away. So a 2,000 gold lead built up by Quest with 5 kills. Luna Galaxy kind of chilling at the moment. And Ducalis gets level 6. They come out of the split, can't steal that one away. Well, Quest seen that there were some stacks that had been built. They take the last little remnants of them. It wasn't really anything there for them, though.
Yeah, no big steals or anything as they invade the territory. T2000 still leading in terms of the farm. Not too surprising, of course, considering it's now up to Yasha and Midas at this point of the game.
God.
But Sven will keep it going.
Oh, dia midas.
As long as they keep the
Bagus
stacks
lah.
up, you are going to see some big efficiencies here. And you might even get a smoke out here soon, right? Like with the Echo Saber, he might want to try and join in. They could try and go for a smoke play now. That's down on the brew. But look at that kill. That is just what you wanted.
Lu lihat jauh.
Finally
Oh,
getting this
man.
trio
Ember
together, the
jauh.
mid plus the 2
Nggak
supports.
gerak,
You know they have the
anjing.
damage. As long as there's control, you have AA Sky. The hero's going to die.
Yeah, that is really good for them. I mean, again, this is like when you saw those 2 heroes picked, the AA and the Skywrath, you knew that there was a chance that if they take like some rotating hero, and Primal fits the bill perfectly, they can just move from kill to kill to kill, and it's going to keep happening. Luna Galaxy probably are going to be finding and need to be dodging these pickoffs whenever they get a chance.
There is significant save potential though. Like if you're not isolated, having the disruption, having a Rubik nearby, and then getting into the Lotus Orb as well to stop that pulverize from even occurring. There's a lot of reasons why this might stop failing for them, and you know they've only gotten one rotation really with it so far. So I don't think it's like the worst situation for Luna Galaxy, even though it is 6-0 and it looks kind of bad on the scoreboard. Pushing towers though, that could be a little bit tough.
Oh yeah. It can be a pretty big problem, definitely.
Look at this ward as well by Ducalis right now. Like they're all moving back here towards the Ancients, getting their stacks going, and it's all under the vision of Quest. Seeing exactly what they're up to. And looks like they
Hello, bro.
had a block on that camp as well.
PAQ, bro.
KB
No, he just missed it. Okay.
completed for
Oh,
Noob
bro.
with a haste rune. I mean, yeah, like tower taken, not the easiest thing in the world. I feel like for either teams, to be honest, but I do see a pretty strong window here. And yeah, this smoke, anybody that gets caught is just going to explode. There is some steal potential here from Ducalis. Now that he has 7, if they go on in with the primal, very easy to take away that pulverize, which is a huge get for Rubik.
Turret aja masih 1 jebol, Del.
Yellow core
Yellow core.
Satu ya, sama-sama satu ya.
finds him. Easy connection.
Anjing.
Use that pulverize.
Langsung
Still
6K,
keeping himself
bangsat.
fine and dandy.
Nggak logis.
Just get
Gua
the
udah
easy
1 kill.
takedown.
Yeah, they're not even going to TP for this
Rosan
at all.
kayaknya, Rosan ya.
Even though it's kind of close to their tower, instead of just going to go in here, take a look at these Ancients. Dwai Lama
Untung
going to try and
cuma
soak
1
some
kill,
XP,
tapi
maybe steal some
langsung
gold,
6K.
but that's a lot of heroes, so he can't fight
Boleh
in the
juga.
pulverize. Got a few of them, but so did Noob.
Yeah. 7-0 start.
Tenang, Luna udah biasa di posisi
Toby
seperti
Ducal
ini.
very close to each other.
Should be okay. Should be.
They're gonna see him. I mean, they're bringing numbers. It's now Manta done. They've got to get something here from Toby. Silence is there. Big connection. It's gonna be enough for the kill. Xantic takes that one. So finally on the board.
If there's any hero that's going to carry a game versus Brewmaster and Naga Siren, it's Sven, right? That is, you know, Sven is the hero that both of those guys hate. Cleaving right through your Brewlings. They never quite get the HP. We've had these talents that added like the 1200, and then, you know, they get like
Right.
the Drunken Brawler passive later.
You
But
know
it's
what?
Sven,
DLTP gue
like, he's going to get you.
kadang-kadang
Uh-oh.
Unfortunate crash here, looks like. From
mana seru aja nonton DLTP nggak ada yang bisa ditonton anjing. Apa yang ditonton dari DLTP bangsat?
See if they can get back underway here in a moment. I mean, I guess that is a good point. Shad, if he can get a good start, the games yesterday, I don't know what
sambil
exactly
nonton
was
bodoh,
going on,
tapi
but I
sambil ngeliat
remember
itu
that
juga.
Razor game in particular, things just felt pretty rough for him. But this game, getting off on the right foot is what you want to see. Now that they've got their levels on these other supports, the Shadow Demon and the Rubik, maybe there's some chance for a counterplay. But they also are kind of in a situation where it feels like you need to be shoving out waves with these supports constantly because Naga Siren's just going to keep them pressured in.
Bar bang, di paus bang.
Leads to easy pick-off potential.
so many of our games
Nggak
just
tahu
lead
kenapa
up
gue
to these
feeling
big pressure
sih.
build-up fights. And this feels like another one. Just little pick-offs over and over, and then someone's going to decide to go for Roche. It's going to
Oh,
get
yeah.
spotted. We're going to have our twin gates, as well as our O-post, the TP2, some early buybacks.
They're just playing up in their area right now. I mean, you can see that Dwai Lama is farming those Ancients, but Noob, Kaori, and Omar are all hanging out, ready for anybody to step over here.
It's really great use of a Naga Siren draft. I mean, she's just farming up and controlling so much of the bottom part of the map. Toby holds up the top end. He did die last time, sure, but he almost got split off. It's kind of scary. And they had to have so many people rotating there, and so you just have the two supports backing up Noob. And then kind of casually push this tower while also taking away some Ancients, and you're still getting a benefit just by farming that one Ancient stack. But in behind, Ducalis still waiting here. Has the level 4 Thunderclap. It's a bold play here, mister.
Yeah, they're moving over. You gotta run away, buddy. And it looks like they will find him. And Ducalis is gonna be going down again. So a 5th death for this Rubik. Out of the 8 that have happened.
Let's see if he gets to keep his ward. Doesn't look like they're immediately. Oh, yeah, no, there it goes. Okay. They had a sentry the whole time. All right, I see.
Shad being forced back a bit there by Toby, and they decide, fine, you want to fight? We'll fight you. And then he runs away.
Oh
He
my
has a pop in
God,
his spirit.
anjing.
This one is not afraid of anything.
Bodoh.
Yeah,
Shad
so-
actually tried to pump fake and force
Omar
this.
tukang KS. Pasti mati, tetap aja di kill.
You want to fight? We'll fight you. And then he runs away because he has a pipe and a spirit pistol and is not afraid of anything. Yeah.
Shad
so-
actually tried to pump fake and force the split.
Right.
He pretended to throw to see if he could force him to just immediately like panic split, not intending to go for the full fight, I think, or hoping because like ideally.
saya
you
ditonton
throw
di
it,
LTP
you,
jauh.
Yeah, you just stunned some broodlings, killed him.
Kan lu yang ngajarin gua, Rem.
Is this going to be enough
Tracer
for the
goes
kill?
out.
Oh iya benar.
Kaori just backs away.
Oh,
Omar finds
Zukalis.
He gets the Lotus, little help there. And now the stun, the turn, the connection for the kill. Jump forward, pulverize. Noob finds
Oh,
him.
udah Lotus.
Shad is
Anjing.
in a ton of trouble, and he's just going to die. And Luna kind of falling apart a little bit here as Toby tries to chase down Divine Llama, pulls him back in with that Void Panda. Now, Ducalis is still nearby. He could maybe steal Split on his way out, and actually does manage to get it. So Stolen Split connects now. Toby is going to be
Ducalis
controlled
ngambil
by his own spells, and with the core
ultinya
dropping the ulti,
Woi,
that'll be more than enough to
buset.
kill.
Ultinya Brunya diambil loh.
Nice play
Gak
here
logis.
to be able to take that one away from Toby.
Yeah, that's huge.
Mati dong,
Get
anak orang.
another chance at laughter and a bit unfortunate. I mean,
Mati.
Omar continued to
Diculik-culikin
get
Rubik
back
doang, buat
as
bodoh.
he was saying that when he was down before they're the Brewmaster. So I think
Nonton
Omar
sendiri,
was
nonton
like,
stream
"Yeah,
sendiri,
I told you
kalau
so."
lelet
But
ya,
of course, he's
telat.
not gonna say that because they're playing their qualifier best of 3 for TI.
Wah kan
But he
internet
can
gue yang
trick it,
bapak
and that's
anjing.
okay.
Makanya telat bodoh.
You know, Toby, he's just gonna look at his Nagasire and he's gonna say space,
Apa-apa.
man. It's just space. Don't worry about it. You know, I'm still farming up top. You're gonna have Heart soon. Now, Heart, not that impactful versus Sven, of course, because he's still gonna get the damage. He will cut through the illusions. But when you're a support player, and there's Heart, Nagasire, and illusions, that's a bad time. Oh, that's a bad time.
No. Dude, the most expensive arcane rune. That
You know what's
is
really sad
frustrating.
too?
What's
Fieldcore
that?
just got his blink delivered right there by the tower.
Yeah.
If that courier had have been like 5 seconds faster, he lives there.
Yeah. And I mean, that is the thing, right? Like for Quest, this timing looks really, really strong, and it is going to remain strong. You know, BKB piercing, disable, and pulverize on a 32-second cooldown, because apparently that's a thing. But you do have the Shadow Demon save eventually.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Noob takes the mid tower, and now a 6,000 gold lead. As they continue to accelerate this Naga Siren's farm, TA2000 not looking back.
Bentar, Rem.
Well, there's a brew split for Ducalis here in 30 seconds, so I would be planning on that for the smoke, or unlikely. Fieldcore is currently holding one, but no point going until the split is at least ready to go.
Right.
Pretty big tool that you're going to have here to try and use with your Rubik. Well, speaking of the split there, Toby, going to find the Wisdom Rune there for Quest. As he farms up some Ancients. And Divine Llama working his way back up to their own, so a bit more levels onto the heroes here for Luna. Ducalis closing in on level 10.
Tapi lu lihat dah jauh networknya jauh.
Bit behind on the old Rubik.
I mean, he's been struggling a bit, definitely.
Nggak suram-suram banget anjing
Front
network
of these
mereka tuh.
rotations and kills. But yeah, these next couple of minutes feel like it might just be a continuation of what we've seen. But I want to see Luna make some type of a move together, like you're talking about, some smoke play or something, because they have pipe done on Timbersaw. Like, you've got these BKBs online. It feels like this is the moment where you need to put some pressure on the Naga.
Yeah, ideally they jump to Violet right now. Like, they can bait him out, and so they start their initiation with the Mystic Flare and the Ice Blast. That's what they're hoping for. And of course, they've been doing it at the runes. Xanix's going to go for it. He won't get caught this time.
Bruce split. Omar. They find him.
Silence.
Connection with the roll. Divine Llama there for the follow-up. And with the lift onto Toby, he can't get a Bruce split off himself. Now, they do have the run-through from Divine Llama. They already popped ulti on Shad, but he's just going to back away and looks like he's going to farm with this one. So they look to be able to get the tier 1 tower at the very least.
That was a sick Glimmer Cape there from Kaori, or else I think Toby dies, because you would think the plan would be like he comes down, you stun, you try and like stun the AoE or something, or at least try and force the split and then clean up with the Sven, but they can't commit because of the Glimmer. It's a bit scary. They don't drop anything down there in terms of detection, but they get the tower. So a big answer back here from Luna Galaxy, kind of their first win in a long time here. And a steal on the clap. Not as good, but he needed to refresh it.
At the very least, it'll help with like pushing the waves out, what have you. But Yeah, it's feeling like they need a lot. And every second that goes by, TA2000 is just Midasine shoving out these waves. It's about to be a butterfly completed. The game feels very difficult to control the map against the Naga.
Another 0-0-0 game, huh? Carry players, they see a game like this, they're just like, ooh.
Getting
What does zero stand
everything
for?
she wants.
Yes!
They're so happy.
True.
You guys know, like there are games where you don't actually have to see other players.
Yeah, it's PvE.
Like if you guys, you guys don't have to come play Dota. Like if you just want to hit creeps the whole time, you know, they got like these dungeon divers. You just keep hitting creeps. You know.
I mean, everybody said that we were going to be getting a PvE mode. Little did we know we already had it. It's ready to go.
Valve always has the surprises. I tell you. We were in the Ags Labyrinth all along.
A regen rune picked up for Noob on top of the Greater Healing Lotus, already a very difficult hero to connect on and kill. It feels tough to make any type of play happen. And the same move that we have seen happen over and over and over again from Quest. Smoke with Noob, Kaori, Omar, and just going to go for a kill. And if Shad's not careful, I mean... Oh, this would be really bad. And he's going to farm up this camp. They know right where he's going. Shad, does he walk down? No, he's going into the hot tub of death. I feel like we've seen this before. It is just not working.
I've seen the signs of Yellowstone. You're not supposed to go in. It says, do not enter the geyser, the little hot tubs. You know, that's a bad idea.
My goodness.
He didn't follow the advice.
Did he feed the bears too?
That's pretty much what you got coming to this mid lane right now. Noob's a big, hungry bear. Keeps jumping people. Toby, also pretty bear-like. Now we got Storm Spirits back into his bear form as well, I noticed. And then Reflection. So there you go.
I mean, they are oh my God. Total win probability is not super on right now.
I mean, it's not wrong, dude.
Yeah. Maybe this is why they gave him the Sven. It has been all Quest all game. Dude, look at it was like at the 5-minute mark or something. They were like, it was at the 0-minute mark. They gave him a 65% before the game started.
Just look at the stats for Nagasar. It's like, don't lose. Hero don't lose.
Jeez. Well, that's an Aegis on TA2000.
If you look at like the good things that could happen with Lune Galaxy's lineup, the only thing that's really been succeeded was stacks.
Yeah.
By the Shadow Demon. The stacks were made. The stacks were mostly farmed by their own team. They were there for the Earth Spirit and the Timbersaw, but the Earth Spirit and the Timbersaw never crossed the river. They're hydrophobic. They didn't dare walk through. They just were on their own side. Like maybe like one aggressive move. No one was able to get in deep and find some vision. They just kind of did their thing, kept farming a little bit, felt like maybe they needed that one item, or they felt like it was too scary to go in anywhere where Noob could be to just grab them and put them into this meat grinder of a combo. And if you're not going to pressure in, you're not going to find this Naga Siren. I mean, he just left the lane when Timbersaw hit 6 and he was never seen again. They're putting out missing posters. They don't know where she went.
Just gone.
And now she's back. She looks quite different. They use that software recognition to see what she'd look like in 13 levels.
Yeah.
It was very accurate. It even had the party hat. And here she is.
Has not had to die. 486 last hits on this Naga, and it just keeps going up. They try and stop this pressure with the Chakram and everything, but TA2000 just backs away, wait for Mirror Image to be back off cooldown again. That's a tier 3 tower down to like a third or a quarter HP. And guess what? Now they're going mid. Quest is indomitable.
I truly admire a pacifist, you know?
Oh, yeah.
It's very impressive here. Creeps, I guess he's not passive to them. He's the Reaper when it comes to creeps. But enemy heroes, they don't really know too much about this mysterious fish woman.
Dude, honestly, like, I don't even know. It's so out of control at this point.
Look at him.
Just does not care even a little bit.
It's like, why can't I Midas this one? What's happening? It's not going away. I don't understand.
Well, They did not need the money creep, apparently, as
No.
Naga Siren has fully taken over and is almost 10,000 net worth ahead of this Sven, who's trying to get towards an MKB as quickly as possible. Still a ways away at this point, and they're just getting chipped to death. Death by 1,000 cuts.
Barracks are under
And T2000, he's going for the game ender. He's going straight for the scythe. No Orchid build or anything. He just wants to ruin your life. Hey, nice Lotus, nerd.
There it is.
What's up?
The save, but they have the pulverize after it. Xantic connects, a pretty good roll through. Rubik also made the onslaught play through them. Rolls in, looks for more. Can they get it? The turnaround is there, though, and they get the stun. Okay, stolen. He didn't get it, though. The pulverize not
They gotta
able
get
to
Noob.
be taken away. Shad doesn't know who to go on. He's doing a little stutter step back and forth. Finally finds a moment there to take down Noob. Very important kill. Can they find more? Now turning, taking down that
Great
Skyreth Mage,
stuff.
killing off Kaori. The only couple that are left are going to be TA2000 and Toby. And Toby trying to get away, but with the blink chase down, it looks like finally the Galaxy willing to take a fight that they want and managing to take down 4. It's about the best you could hope for.
It was incredible. That's exactly what you have to do. You need to dodge the song. You have to get so much done during your BKB, right? Because this is like the first fight he's taking with it.
God.
And he knows that I cannot let this song save these 2 supports. Getting Noob there, that was terrifying because they ran out of vision. Like, he got outside of that sentry range that was close to the base, and then the glimmers are there for Noob, and he almost escapes, but Shad's able to find him again, get that kill, and then they just immediately start diving supports. Because once Noob is gone, then the supports are super vulnerable, because these are 2 very offensive supports, right? They're just looking to blow you up. You're not supposed to get a turn versus Skywrath Mage and Ancient Apparition. They don't play fair.
Let's see this replay right here. Yeah, just feeling too confident in themselves and finally able to make the play of
the
save
save.
there with Heliocor.
And look at Shad at the top of this fight, too. He waited for so long. He's like, is this it? Is this the fight? I need to know. Alt, still, I thought the song was going to come out and this was all going to get ruined. I was
Right.
genuinely concerned at that point. But the silences are there. They keep controlling. Didn't have any more dispels there. Still not songing.
Oh,
Throughout
yeah.
all of that there, as the BKBs were still just like starting to taper off. And they will end up losing Theolcore in the current match here, but they found some life here for Luna Galaxy. And of
I mean,
course,
they
didn't
found-
even end up losing Arax.
Right. They ended up finding the way to sort of win. Now, the scary part about this is that I think Quest didn't need to make that move. And the fact that they did, they're probably going to be playing even further back, I would imagine. Because it showed, like, the only way that it feels like Luna Galaxy have a good fight is if Quests go on them, right? And then you're
Yes.
able to get value out of the save. If that doesn't happen and Naga's just setting illusions in, it's kind of a different ballgame.
It's also the idea of them being forced to clump up inside their base. Like, a defense is happening. We are all here. So
Right.
Shadium's going to have this blink save. I'm going to be in the area for you. If that's taken away, yeah, they probably just lose, right? Scythe into instant blow up into Violama. Game's very different. Violama also no buyback right now. He has gone
Right.
all in right now.
Trying to get that blink dagger so he can come and join his team, or rather follow up on a solid stun coming from Sven. But yeah, signs of life. I mean, it was a huge injection of mainly experience was what really helped them out a lot. And there are some pretty good talents later on. But now a smoke up and trying to make another play. If they can connect here, TA2000,
Imagine.
he's underneath the ward. It's the real one. They know it's the real one. The Hex is there. Ducalis,
BKB.
too afraid, not willing to go.
I think they saw that fresh BKB and we're just like, ooh, I don't know
Yeah.
about this one, guys.
Yeah, it's too scary. God,
Dire's bottom tower is
only
under
a
attack.
2,000 gold lead now, down from what it was. And instead, it's going to be Quest that smoke up. Shad showing on the bottom lane. Does not have a TP to join his team.
Goblok.
The Galaxy
Kenapa?
backing up, but
Kenapa,
there
bro?
him. Jumps in, looks for the save, doesn't need to use it.
Oh, that
Trying to
was so
save the
smart.
second save, he's able to get him.
Minutes more.
Now needs to roll in. It's Xantic trying to find somebody. Ducalis in trouble, going to die. Shad running over.
But we
from
need
the
to
right
survive.
side of the map. And they top the song of
Oh,
Siren.
oh,
Shad is
he's
ready to
getting-
turn.
Dude, he's ready.
Buyback comes.
3 menit lagi, Rem.
Thinking about
Bisa lah
going.
ya.
Heliocor taking a lot of
10 more
damage.
minutes.
Still waiting. Shad jumps in.
Ah.
The stun onto him immediately, but they don't go in for more. Popped ulti, not BKB.
Oh, he didn't like
They're
Dua
just
bar.
trying to hold
Boleh
out.
Apakah span Israel
He's like,
nggak?
I love the
I know,
damage, it's
bro.
not quite enough. We waited for so long there too. So one thing that was really clever that Quest did is
Halo
they did
bro,
a
nih
double
farming dulu
initiation.
bro.
So while they were
Nunggu
smoking
Roshan
through
lagi
mid
bro.
and scything
Iya
towards
sih, harusnya.
the Rubik and the Earth Spirit there, they also
Tapi
just
Roshannya
jumped
belum
lewat.
and
Bro.
grabbed Divine Llama. So they're
Menit
trying to
38
split
dah
the
Roshan.
attention right now of
Kayaknya
the
sih.
Olokor. Because he's only going to have one super solid save. And that being said, they will soon have the Rubik
Satu, bro.
shard, I'm sure.
2 menit lagi, 2 menit lagi.
Right.
So that could be a potential second save just to displace people outside of something like the Mystic
Berarti
Flare,
menit
maybe
35.
even the Ice Blast if you happen to get a little bit
35.
lucky. Scythe again though on the Divine Llama.
Don't have
Hype
that
and
save
Lotus.
yet. And yeah, the Lotus, it's not going... Ooh, maybe. Disruption. Blink out. Nice play, Divine Llama. That gets him away fine.
Ganteng save-nya.
Oh, there's so much pressure on the
Yeah.
supports right now. They have to
Oh,
do
yeah.
everything.
Mau udah GG.
And a
3952.
silver edge on the docket for Shad. He has almost all of it completed.
Tol. Sorry,
Tinggal
Rem.
Ah, wow.
9.
Remember that time we were fighting? That was crazy.
Slow.
Right? That was weird. I mean, it might happen again at some point here soon, potentially. We'll have to see. Because I think at this
Berarti
stage in
baru
the
ke counter
game,
jauh.
if you're Luna
Yeah.
Galaxy and you split up, it's too dangerous with Skyrath and AA on the field, right? They have to be nearby each other.
Yeah, what they want to do is try
Boleh
and
tahu
control these waves as much as they can, which is the hardest thing. But
cara
also
mainnya
see if they can get some deep vision
gimana?
for these assassination plays. But it's so hard. Like the Nogastime is just sending in these illusions right now, so she's not only scouting you out as she moves between the lanes, but she's going to keep that push going. You can try and send them back to Shadow Demon, but obviously they don't last that long, so it's kind of hard to have the same impact. But Roche in 1:40, so that will be a nighttime Roche, and that is what everyone is getting set up for right now. They got to know, are they doing it right now? AC done. No Midas as well this game for Toby, so one of these
Gotta begin
Brewmasters that's not going to be scaling as much. T2000 is going to be the first one they run into.
They
What's he
find
going to
him.
do?
Apa?
Pulls in, kicks him. He didn't see. He didn't see. The stun is there. Do they have enough damage? Tries to bring him down.
Lumayan
BKB
lah.
used everything.
Nggak pernah kill.
T2000, but he gets the jump away with the Ogre Seal Totem. They try and control. BKB's running low. The Force Staff, the save. That item is still insane. Disruption to keep Sven alive for the moment. It's Antic trying to roll through and find a target. He can't get it. And the connection is there. Shad is gone. Do they have enough
Bikin
left in the
BKB
tanks to blink away?
Kirain
Heliocor
jarang
still
orang
staying
bikin
alive
BKB
through all of this. Divine Llama, though, he's low on mana. He is silenced, in trouble, can't get away, and he is going to be brought down.
Yeah,
3
man,
and soon to be 4 as Toby gets pushed away by the Psychic Headband. The chase is going to be there, though. Noob got him in his sights.
And playing double save supports in a sense, or like backline supports of Rubik and Shadow Demon versus the Brewmaster, that's a hard time, right? Being caught there and tossed up in the air a couple times. You don't have the great timing in your disruptions. Very well played there. And they almost had it, you know, a pretty miraculous hero to run into, but then the reset there with the shard proving to be a bit too much. And how about that charge through? That was one of the most damaging
yeah.
onslaughts I've ever seen. He's just trampling onslaughting through absolutely everybody with that Shiva's guard onto Noob. A bad place to run into a
Waduh,
beast.
ngapain?
Well, and again, you know, Luna Galaxy, maybe memories of what happened yesterday
udah
as
bener
their
tadi,
base
jauh.
starts to fall. It's going to be an entire 2 sets of racks gone, and then they back away. Quest on the verge of making it to TI. This would be huge for this team. So many opportunities throughout the year to go to these big tournaments, and then when they get there, they put up good results.
Gue pengen lihat
Now
dulu
finally
kenapa
on the
mereka
verge of
bisa
going to the
mau
biggest
ngetik
one.
GG di menit
See if they can make it
39.
happen, though.
Iya benar setuju.
Dude, you know it's a
Gara-gara
hard
mati
game
satu
when
masa
Rubik's
GG
picking
ya.
up Cloak of Flames.
Oh, yeah.
It's, you know, it's
Kan
someone's
gue
gonna
pengen
control
cek.
these waves. I guess it's me, he says.
But
Free Roche here for them. Not gonna be a way to contest this.
Susah sih,
It's too
midnya nggak
difficult.
angkat tuh.
that one is
Yeah,
going to be
that's
going
kiri.
their direction. And Aegis
Lu kira lu
cheese in
siapa,
hand.
anjing? Miracle.
Down bottom, Noob is just already getting ready to shove out some waves here, maybe of himself.
No one.
Almost a heart done
Nah,
on this Primal
bagus
Beast as
banget.
they will get the
Tadi
Aegis
no one
on
mainin itu.
2000. Gonna
Ya.
start heading down this bottom
Ngeri
lane.
bos. Tapi ya
Spiritnya bangsat.
supportnya juga ngeri anjing.
Oh, man,
SMG
you're right.
si
He does have
Januel
heart,
sama
like,
siapa?
second,
lagi?
basically. He's just selling
Bobokai.
Jet Heart right now.
He's huge.
He's
Afu.
got so much HP.
Aku ya.
Afu.
Dude,
Aku apa
how about that
apa?
Ogre Seal Totem?
It's still a
last
thing.
fight.
Aku Esnova mah
Jumps in.
Problem
di
with
ini.
Naga Siren's getting it, you know?
Nih,
All right, yeah, he's back
di
away.
boom
They do have a ward there. Maybe again, it's like if
Apa sama
you
Boboka.
try and take this fight on your high ground, you know that they're going to be right there, but
Iya.
feels like being able to catch them beforehand would be really nice.
All right, just send in the 4,500 HP Primal Beast, maybe.
Dire's bottom
There you go.
tower is under attack.
Anjing 3-0
Smoke
ngeri banget
with
Cok.
4 behind the Naga. 16,000
Siapa?
gold lead.
SMG ya.
As
SMG.
tier 2000 is going to take this tier 2 and start looking for more, and they do find
Nah,
Divine
logis
Lava.
jauh. Gak usah ditanya.
Shiva's guard is there. Roll.
Kalau nggak salah September tanggal 12 tuh udah TI dah.
As well. Has to just be these pistols for the Netherlands. And they're going to run it down mid. They're going to be really aggressive here. And Gina, with the M4, strikes.
Yeah, this is a different way of taking that aggression. Going up on the stairway, that's kind of cool. And they're doing more damage.
Oh no.
Missy with the USP, Kiara's pistol, Luton
Nah,
just
kan
trying
bener.
to claw this one back. They got the player disadvantage, and you don't want to give up ahead here.
And there's a flank.
Good flash, good kills. Oh, but can't convert.
Anjing
Runs out of
Oktober
bullets.
ya.
Naomi.
Bodoh.
Unbelievable. The force down mid, we mentioned it in the pregame, just how much
Kayaknya
they love that
Oktober
aggression.
ternyata.
They overwhelm, and they overcome.
How do the pistols look better than the rifle rounds for Netherlands? It's actually ridiculous. That's 2 rounds back to back. We've ended things like a 1 versus 1. Even the conversion. Unbelievable. That's devastating. It's not damaging to the economy at the moment. You can still reinvest in. But it hurts. It really does, because that is a round that should never be given up.
Gimana Rem
And these are the
kekalahannya
rounds that
Rem?
Netherlands finds. We saw it so many times on Mirage as well. Ooh, Kiara. Can she get away? It's actually Missy that falls. She was just there to support. Kiara
Anjing,
has the
perkara.
chance. Lucky to be alive.
Sumpah tolol banget ini perkara mati 3 jauh.
But by getting that kill, you've
Huh?
actually
Bentar,
done a number of things here
bentar,
to this
bentar.
defense.
Iya mati 3.
You made them
Perkara mati
aggressive
3.
about top banana, but
Terus?
they don't want to push forward because again, you don't want to be that player that makes the mistake, oversteps.
GG langsung.
Puts a lot of responsibility on towards mana
Apa,
shot. and
3 orang
Argentina
mati.
commit in.
Langsung minta GG. Bodoh.
Padahal sabar dulu ya Rem.
2 HP on Kiara. It's got to be mana
Tinggal 2
shine.
menit lagi aja anjing.
Iya anjing.
Oh, they're actually going in towards long.
Nah itu.
Defensive smoke deployed. They're going to be wrapping onto the side. Coming from every direction. Molotov goes on board. Oh, look at where it's landed.
Ya kayak
It's a
pede buat
perfect
di game 2
counter.
anjing.
She's under so much pressure. Eventually flushed out. Kiara got 1 with the low HP thanks to that smoke, but that was all she
Kira
was
lu di game
allowed.
2 bisa menang.
That's
Gak
such a
tau
cool
juga sih.
Molotov.
Tergantung
I
macam
haven't seen it
kalian
in a
lah.
very long time. Bounces off the roof of the balcony,
Tapi
lands
jangan
in
menang
towards the
dulu
mid pit,
jangan 3-0 lah.
unsettles
Yuk,
mana
2-0
shot,
aja.
and then Kiara can't do a thing.
Biar abis itu bisa langsung masang di
Good
CS.
decision as well, wrapping long, making the most of the space on that A bomb site. An instantaneous response, something we keep seeing here for Argentina, a necessity.
I'm impressed that Kiara actually finds a kill amongst all of that. With the 2 HP, drops the defensive smoke. Does a lot of work with it, but that util is, again, such a strong point for Argentina. So despite falling to the pistols, managed to bounce back. They do it pretty convincingly.
So the coach getting animated as well. Instructing orders. Look, guys, we can do this with pistols. We just need to convert it with rifles. Settle down into the game a little bit. I feel like the Netherlands, what they do, and there's some sort of mistake with this, in my opinion, is that they try and force a lot of fights, try and end rounds early than they really need to. And they give opportunities. They give space over.
Yeah, I think that works against some teams when you've just got the kind of raw firepower advantages.
Yeah.
But it's against a team like Argentina, they're going to exploit any gap given.